Okay guys, so for this class just wanted to briefly talk about reading CSV files in Python. So I've uploaded a file called quiz grades, right? That's on Canvas. You can download it if you want. So the file contains ID number, just random ID numbers and quiz few scores from quizzes, right? So now a CSV file we know is comma separated file, right? So we can read it the same way we read a text file. And now we're going to use the .readline method that we discussed, right? And so what this program does is it prints out, it reads the file, runs a loop over the file, and then makes a list of IDs of the students. Right? So I'm just basically reading a subset of the file. So first I've so this line again reads the first line, right? When you use the read line method, you typically have to do this, right? So that you read the first line outside the loop, and then you put this condition in when Python reaches the end of the file, it stops the while loop. So then for illustration, I'm going to print out each line, and then again read the next line. This .read line is going to read the next line, and then each line is going to be comma separated. So I'm going to split it up and store it in a different variable. And so now this line underscore 2 is gonna, so this is a string, it splits it up and creates a list, right? And then if I'm just gonna make sure that we haven't reached the end of the line, and then after, if that's not the case, I'm gonna append to this list IDs. So .append, and then convert that into an integer because it's gonna be a string, and that's gonna fill up the list of IDs. So if we print this out, let's run this. You can see that it prints out the first row and so on. And I'm just printing this out just to show you what the lines look like. And again, there's a /n at the end, so you see a new line over here. And then at the end, you get all the list of all IDs. So similarly, you can, if you change this to 1, for example, right, you can print out the quiz scores also. So I'm just printing out the IDs over here. You can modify the code and print any column you want. Okay, so go ahead, download this, and try changing the code. Try printing out the quiz scores instead of student IDs. But this is a typical way. But just note that Python's default reading methods are not that popular, because there are some popular reading CSV reading packages such as pandas that are used more often. But it's always good to know the basic Python methods also, and you can still use these. But the package pandas is designed for reading CSV or data files. So it's more common in, for example, data analysis or data science. Okay, so that was it for the example. Now the worksheet I posted is it doesn't have any CSV file reading. It's just basically just building upon what we discussed in the previous sections, especially the file section. So you're just going to run, for example, a loop and then find the sum of the numbers in the loop while reading a file. Okay, so go ahead and try it and let me know if you have any questions. If you have any questions in the discussion section. Okay, have a good one.